Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Science and IT Gate Coaching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of my free lecture. So this is about me. I am a computer science gate faculty having more than 5 plus of teaching experience, mentored more than 50,000 students, taught in different coaching institute all over India. Okay, it's like the Gate Academy, even qualified multiple times Gate, and even I have given the coaching in many government colleges as well as in many private colleges. Like in SRM Chennai, I have given coaching. CAT Bhubaneswar, I have given. BC Bhagalpur, Jorhat College of Engineering, Guwahati University, Dibrugarh University, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, Ramgarh Engineering College. Okay, these are the colleges where I have went and I have given the coaching. Now we are going to see for loop. So while is finished, now we are going to see for loop. For loop. So how for loop will work? The syntax. The syntax, or first we will see the syntax of for loop is given. So it is not like that first will be your initialization, then condition checking, then increment and decrement. No, it is expression 1, then expression 2, then expression 3. Then here you are going to have a statement. Then here you are going to have a statement. Okay. So first expression 1 will get executed. So this is generally, I'm saying generally, it is the initialization. Generally, we do the initialization here. Then this is the condition checking. This is the condition checking. So this we assume as expression 2. Not assume, it is expression 2 only. So first this expression will execute. Then this expression will execute. Then if it is true, then statement will execute. Then expression 3 will execute. Then expression 2. Then again statement. Then expression 3. Then so it will execute only once. It will execute only once. So if you want to see the flow chart, so first expression 1 will get execute. Expression 1, it's not a condition. Now it will go to expression 2. Expression 2, it's like condition checking. If it is true, then it will go inside the body that we are having written as a statement. And if it is false, then it will stop here. Okay. So this is false, stop. Now after this, after expression 2 statement executes, then it is going to execute the expression 3. Then after expression 3 it will again go and it will check the expression 2 condition. If it is true, then statement 2 increment. Then again like this, else it will go to false. So this is the flow chart of while loop. Sorry, for loop. So that's why we generally say it's in initialization. It will execute in for loop. Expression 1 will execute only once in the beginning. Then expression 2 condition will check. If it is true, then statement. Then after that, that is we generally say increment and decrement. That is expression 3 will execute. Then again expression 2 will execute if it is non-zero. If it is non-zero, then statement 2 statement, then again expression, and if it is 0, then stop. Understood? So the how we can write this as a while loop. See, the way we have written the for loop, we can even write the for loop in a while loop. Okay. The equivalent while loop for this, the equivalent while loop for loop are given below. So how you can write the for loop in the while loop? So you can write first expression 1, then while. In the condition you can write expression 2, because expression 2 is the only the condition but it's the expression. Okay. Then you will have the statement. First statement will execute, then you will execute the expression 3. then you will execute the expression. Understood? This is the equivalent. So grammatically, all the three components of a for loop are expression. So most commonly expression 1. So write most commonly expression 1 and expression 3 are assignment or function call. So write here grammatically, 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 the three, the three component, the three components of a for loop, of a for loop are expression. For loop are expression. So grammatically, the three component of a for loop, grammatically the three component of a for loop are expression. So the three component that we are having are expressions. So commonly, most commonly, expression 1, expression 1 and expression 3 are assignment. It can be assignment or function call. So most commonly expression 1 and expression 3 are assignment, can be other assignment, it can be assignments or function call, or it can be a function call. And expression 2 is a relational expression. It's a relational expression. It's a relational expression. So it will either give you value as 0 or 1. So this is one. And another point is that any of the three statement, any of the three parts can be omitted. You can omit the any of the three part, any of the three. It is not necessary that you require expression 1, you require expression 2, you require expression 3. You can omit any one of this. Means if you don't want to write expression 1, you can leave it. If you don't want to write expression 2, you can leave it. If you don't want to write expression 3, you can leave it. So any one of the three expression can be omitted, can be omitted. Although, so in spite of that, you have to write semicolon, but a semicolon will be there. Although the so any of the three part can be omitted. Any of these three part can be omitted. Although the although the semi although the semicolon although the semicolons must remain. Although the semicolon must remain. Semicolon is required. Okay, semicolon is required. So if expression 1 and expression 1 or expression 3 is omitted, so it's simply dropped from the expansion. Okay, so if you are dropping expression 1, expression 3, nothing will happen. But if the test, that is the expression 2, if you are not writing expression 2, then the compiler will assume that it is always true, and it will go into infinite loop. If the test that is expression 2 is not present, it is taken as permanently true. If you are not writing expression 2, if you are just writing like a 4 expression 1 semicolon, not writing expression 2, and if you are writing expression 3, it is true always, it is true always, and it will go into infinite loop, will go into infinite loop. So even for like this, it is a infinite loop. If you're not writing expression 2, then it is an infinite loop. This is also infinite loop. Okay, it is going to be always true. Understood? So right. Is it done now? So if expression 1, is it done? If expression 1 or expression 3 is omitted, it is simply dropped. It is simply dropped from the it is simply dropped from the expansion. It is going to simply drop from the expansion. Okay. If the test That is the relational expression that we say. That is the expression 2. Expression 2 is not present. It is not present. It is taken as permanently true. Taken. It is taken as permanently. It is taken as permanently true. Okay. Understood? The expression can be separated by semicolon also. Okay. Example and see. So I will take some, just like I am writing just four example, four. If you are writing count equal to 1, count smaller than equal to 3, count plus plus. This is one example. So int count is there. Int count. So count is equal to 1. Now printf percentage d count. So it will give the output. First one, this will execute 1. 1 is smaller than 3. Yes. Then printf count 1. Then it will go there. Increment. Count is 2. 2 is smaller than 3. Yes. Then it will go there. Print 2. Then it will increment. 2. Then 2 incremented. Then 3. 3 is smaller than 3. Yes. Then I am making new line. Okay. Then it will be 4. 4 is smaller than no. Okay. So this is one way. Example. I equal to 10 for I equal to 10, only I and I minus minus. Take, if you will not initialize, like if you will do int count. So another, if you will take int count and 4, so count smaller than equal to 3, then count plus plus, then you will not able to predict the output, because it's a auto class. It will take some garbage value, and whether it is smaller than 3 or not, you don't know. So you will not able to predict the output. You will not able to predict the output. Not able to. Not. So it is machine dependent. So output is machine dependent. Machine. It will give error. No, no, it will not give error, because you are not doing anything. Fine. Condition check count. It's machine dependent. No error. No error. See, when they will give error, when you are having some syntax wise error, syntactically error, if you are having, that is not allowed in your C programming language, then it will give error. सिंटेक्स इट इज क्लियर. सिंटेक्स मीन्स ग्रामेटिकली जो कहा गया है कि ऐसे लिखना है, आप ऐसे ही लिख रहे हैं तो सही है, आप लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है. अब ये होगा तो इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा? प्रिंटफ परसेंटेज डी. बताइए आउटपुट क्या होगा? आई इक्वल टू 10 है. 10 ये हुआ 10, फिर यहाँ कंडीशन चेक 10, सो नॉन जीरो ट्रू. फिर यहाँ है आप 10 प्रिंट कर दिया. आई आपका क्या है? 10 है. फिर आप कहाँ जाएंगे? यहाँ डिक्रीमेंट. ये क्या हो गया? 9. ये 9 हो गया. फिर आप यहाँ जाएंगे 9. फिर ये क्या हो जाएगा? यहाँ गया डिक्रीमेंट हुआ 8. फिर 8 ट्रू है, 8 प्रिंट हो गया. फिर यहाँ गया 7 हो गया, 7 ट्रू, 7 हो गया. तो 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 till 1 it will get printed. 1 प्रिंट हुआ. फिर यहाँ गया 0 हो गया, 0 फॉल्स. अंडरस्टूड? क्लियर है? चलिए नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल लेते हैं. नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल 4 I equal to 1, I is smaller than equal to 10, printf. देखिए एक्सप्रेशन कहाँ गया है? printf परसेंटेज डी I प्लस प्लस. व्हाट इज द आउटपुट? ये तो मशीन डिपेंडेंट हो जाएगा कि printf में है. ठीक है. इसको हम क्या कर सकते हैं? आई इक्वल टू 1, जैसे मैं एज्यूम कर लेते हैं टर्बो सी के लिए, तो आई इक्वल टू 1 कंडीशन चेक हुआ. फिर 1 स्मॉलर देन 10, सही है, करेक्ट है. देन बॉडी गए, ट्रू, फिर यहाँ गया तो प्रिंट एफ क्या बोल रहा है, आई प्लस प्लस, तो पहले ये क्या है, पोस्ट है, तो पहले प्रिंट फिर इंक्रीमेंट 1, देन इट विल बी 2, 2 हुआ यहाँ पे, 2 स्मॉलर देन 2, देन 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, इधर प्रिंट हो जाएगा। ठीक, करेक्ट। ठीक है, समझ में आ गया ना, तो एक्सप्रेशन और ये सब हम लोग कहीं पे भी लिख सकते हैं। फाइन, और देखते हैं और कोई एग्जांपल अगर अच्छा है तो बताते हैं। मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन फॉर फॉर लूप, तो मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन भी कर सकते हैं कॉमा ऑपरेटर यूज करके। आपने देखे थे सेपरेटर की तरह, तो कॉमा ऑपरेटर यूज करके मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन भी आप कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन और इंक्रीमेंट डिक्रीमेंट, सो मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन, मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशंस इन दी फोर लूप, फोर लूप में आप मल्टीपल इनिशियलाइजेशन भी आप दे सकते हैं। तो जैसे एक लिख देते हैं, जैसे 4 आई इक्वल टू 1, जे इक्वल टू 2, देन जे स्मॉलर देन इक्वल टू 10, यहाँ जे प्लस प्लस और आई प्लस प्लस, ये भी आप कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, बाई कॉमा ऑपरेटर।